This is what we've been waiting for. You put it all together tonight. We know strength and honor.
And here come your Wildcats.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Bobby Lackey Stadium. Terry Beitler along with Joey Cavillo here tonight for a 31-5A district opener for both these spots. It'll be the Weslaco East Wildcats against the Raiders from PSJA North. And Joey, first time we've worked together this year, and also the first district game of the season. It should be a good one. It's kind of a rainy evening here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Well, good thing for the turf that we have. It's not going to be too much of a difference. The only thing it may make a difference in is the ball may be a little bit wet coming out, but you know the referees are going to have their towels out and make sure that that ball is going to be dry. This is one of those games that I know Wildcat fans have been looking at throughout the season, the off season, because this is a game that they should have won. They led last year all the way up until the end, and then with an onside kick that PSJ North got, ended up scoring and ended up putting that game away for PSJ North.
Well, one of the amazing things about that game, that was their first district game as a 5A school, and they lost it. Yet they ended up winning the district championship.
Yeah, that was. I think that was something that really set them off and said, you know what, we can't relax on any game. And after that, they kind of went on a roll from it.
Well, they lost two. I'm trying to think of the other district team that beat them last year, but I know that it was Far North and one other school, but in between they won every single game.
Yeah,
they won the first game, and they lost their first game and lost their last game. And in between, they won everything. They are the district defending champs, and they are coming into this ball game, Joey, 1-1 against a team that's coming in 0-2. So neither team really beating down the crowd this year.
Well, PSJ North, Terry, really coming in bad in the fact that they have lost two games dramatically with only 10 points that they've really scored. And PSJ North's offense is really
we got the game underway here in Far North. A reverse on the opening kickoff, and boy, they're going down inside the 10-yard line. There was great defense by the Weslaco East Wildcats on the opening, and we got a penalty marker down as well.
Yeah, penalty flag came in
but
late.
But if we watch this replay here, they tried a little razzle-dazzle on the opening kickoff here. It is that's our starting quarterback. He faked the handoff, took the ball himself, and then knocked down hard by number 10 this time. That is Juan Angiano.
George Olivares, the quarterback, number 15, had been starting both games with PSJ North, and let's see what they're going to do now. But that penalty is against the Wildcats.
Right, I'm not sure what it's for, but
and so it's going to set them up in really good field position for the Wildcats. Now is decent field position for PSJ, and we talked about their quarterback now, CJ Barcera.
I say that CJ
Barena is listed as a linebacker, but now as a quarterback, handing out to number 3.
And they get the carry up to about the 30-yard line. Let's wait and see where it's going to be from the line of scrimmage.
Well, number 3, Joey Torres, is a workhorse of this offense, and you're going to see a lot of balls going towards him, and those easy handoffs. You're going to see them do a little bit of trickery inside the lineman, but not too much of fancy stuff. They want to go directly at you and go directly at those linebackers.
You got about 5 or 6 yards on the play here. 31-yard line. Handoff again. Inside maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Edgar Escaname, that's the senior running back. We saw him last year, Terry. Escaname, the big guy up the middle. He really tore up the Wildcats defense up the middle last year as a junior.
Okay, as you say, there's been a change at quarterback. I watched film on these guys, and it was, as you mentioned, number 15, George Oliveras, was the starting quarterback. Now it is CJ Barbarina. Yeah, that's like John Travolta, isn't it? Barbarino.
Hand up the middle.
Yep, another big run up to about the 41-yard line. Good gain. The Raiders are keeping the ball on the ground. That's also another runner, number 34. That's Edgar
Escaname.
Yeah.
As I was mentioning earlier, Terry, is one of those guys that just is a workhorse, is a big guy, is going to be hard to bring down. If you try to arm tackle him, you got to hit him hard and hit him low.
One of the big tacklers for Weslaco East is Urbina, Gilbert Urbina. So at the line of scrimmage, you go kind of a little movement out to the right side of the line by PSJ North.
Offsides PSJ North. You mentioned Gilbert, and Gilbert's one of my students there. We're talking about.
Yeah, he's
a very intense guy.
Oh yeah. So you're right. It's illegal procedure against the offense. Usually they reserve offside for defenses anymore. It used to be you could be offside. Either team could be offside. But either way, if the line of scrimmage now is the 36-yard line.
So now 1st and 15, Terry. We got 10-12 and going in this first quarter. Under center, you got number 7, C.J. Barberena. Little trickery there. Hand off to number 2. Number 2, Christian Lopez, trying to get to the sideline and actually turned the corner. Got about pretty good yardage on that one. The little guy, Christian Lopez, the senior running back. But they faked handoffs all over the place, Terry. Now finally gave it to number 2.
Well, all they do is run. They're not much of a passing team. That time, number 21, Joe Estrada, took the football, and he is one of their 4 main running backs. They have 3 or 4 guys that can run the football.
Wonder their new head coach, Steve Flores. Steve Flores is a different type of coach, and he's looking at doing something different than that slot team that they had normally done.
This time only one man in the backfield, straight up handoff, and then another flag going down. The ball up to about the 48-yard line. Immediately, Weslaco East all over the football this time, but a flag again. And we've had 3 penalties already?
Yeah, it's been a pretty messy game so far.
Another illegal procedure called against Far North.
Well, one of the things you have, Terry, when you have a new coach and puts in a new system, you have a lot of guys. Escaname, for example, one of these guys that played in the system last year, now is going to learn a brand new system. Comes in, he may not be sold 100% on the system, and you're going to have a lot of guys that may not buy into the system right away, and that's why you may not have a winning situation right away.
Well, here we go again. The quarterback, Barberena, he rolling to his right. He's going to throw, or at least he looks that way. Now he's going to take off and run, and knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. The other thing I noticed about Oliveras, maybe he was an experiment. Now, the reason I say that, Joey, is I look at George Oliveras, number 10. He might still be on the team, but the deal is he's a sophomore.
Well, you have,
and as a sophomore, he played the non-district games. Now that the district season has started, maybe they go into a little more experienced hand in number 7 there.
Well, what they might try to do, Terry, is they might say, look, this is going to be an experiment for us. It's non-district play. Let's get our system into place. Let's see what this kid can do. If not, we still got our number 1 quarterback resting. Or he may have been injured. Who knows?
Well, no, he is. I'll tell you something I just remembered here. Barberena, again, this time handoff to the second man through number 3, and he's got nowhere to go. The Wildcats all over him and a loss on the play. The reason I say 15 is activated because he took the opening kickoff. Remember, he's the one that took the opening kickoff. So he is in the ball game. Maybe his role has changed because they're 0-2, as we mentioned, coming into the game. They've been beaten soundly in a couple of different games. First game they lost to Donna. They had a rugged non-district schedule. Played Donna and Ed Couch Elsa. And we're going to punt here. And let's see who's picking it up here. Is it Maldonado? Yep, Tommy Maldonado up to about the 27-yard line.
Wildcats almost get that ball.
Yeah, they almost blocked the punt. That's what they happened.
Put a good rush on him. Wildcats going to start off in good position. Right now, what happens is your defense really stopped them. After a penalty on the special teams, your defense put a stop to them. Not only that, is the PSJ North kind of helped out the Wildcat defense. They really had a couple of silly penalties, and that's what's set up right now. A pretty decent field position for the Wildcats. So they'll start at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Tommy Maldonado and the offense got their plays right from Coach Burgett onto the field to go. Darren Rivas has been their quarterback the whole season. He's behind center tonight. And hand off to the first man through 25, 30, 35-yard line. And getting up is that Saul Cuellar. Cuellar and Darren Rivas, the quarterback, runs the ball a lot. So does Alex Cervantes, number 25. So you're going to see Cuellar, who got 174 yards rushing against Eagle Pass. But last week, only had about 35 against Cal Allen.
Well, this time last year, Terry, similar to what's going on this year, you didn't see a lot of fancy stuff when it comes to numbers for the Wildcats.
Well, you still have Mike Burgett, who's the head coach now, who's running the offense, and this time a handoff, no go up to the 35-yard line. That's Cuellar again. And this could be a quick game tonight because both of these teams like to run. You won't see a lot of passing. You might see half a dozen passes throughout the game for each team.
Well, if the rain comes back, you definitely won't see any of that stuff unless you see some kind of fumbles.
But we understand that some of the players that were injured have come back to the team, and we'll just have to figure out who they are. I see Ryan Navarro is also out there. Quarterback keeper by Rivas, and once again, he didn't get too much yardage.
He's going to be right at the first down marker, if not.
Well, they're close.
Just a little bit short.
They were real close to the first down on the play before, so they had 2 plays in a row there. They didn't get much yardage on.
And the Wildcats have always run this quarterback sneak excellently, and they've always done a great job in the offensive lineman pushing forward.
Well,
they're going to go fourth down, Terry.
Fourth down and 1. Yep, this is big going for it here early on in the ball game, deep in your own territory, and it's a district game. So 4th and 1. Let's see what they've got planned here. Oh, a little movement by the North Raiders, and they might get a free one out of this one.
And that's exactly what you want from Rivas. You want a hard count. Use your cadence as a weapon, and that's exactly what he did.
We can't hear him up here, but it sounds like the offside. That's about the 4th penalty against North already. And so PSA North making the mistakes you might figure from a team that's under the direction of a new coach.
And that drives defensive line coaches crazy, Terry, because you're right next to the ball. You should be looking at the ball, not listening to the quarterback's cadence. But hand it to Rivas doing a great job there.
Well, Weslaco East has the ball at about the 39-yard line. And believe it or not, Joey, we're almost halfway through the first quarter already. They're going to move it to the 41. There's no score here at Bobby Lackey Stadium between Weslaco East and PSJ North. Pitch out coming wide to the 40. Maybe to the 43-yard line. That's about it for the Weslaco carrier. That is Saul Cuellar, who will get most of the work tonight.
And PSJ North doing what they need to do is drag out that play to the sideline, use that sideline as an extra defender. Saul Cuellar had nowhere to go and to turn up on that corner.
Well, this is almost like the opening game of the season, Joey, because like I said, the non-district part is over. Now we're playing for keeps. Now the games that we get to the playoffs count now.
Well, most people I talked to today are really excited about facing PSJ North due to the fact of last year's results. They felt that they just ran out of time. They let that one slip away.
Rivas in the backfield, handoff. Cuellar again up to about the 45-yard line. He sent that was Saul Cuellar. He's got Saul Cuellar and Ryan Navarro. He faked the one man, came back the other way.
Well, Saul Cuellar is going to end up getting 3 or 4 yards on that one, but it's going to set up a 3rd and long situation for the Wildcats. And right now, Terry, you're going to look at are they going to throw the ball right now, or Rivas going to run the ball?
Well,
Rivas has been effective.
They have not thrown the ball. Like I said, they send Maldonado deep out to the left side, along with number 11 for Weslaco East. And Rivas looking that way. And does he get the receiver or not? I think he did. Number 11 is J.R. Villarreal, who we understand is one of the better receivers on this team.
Well, he's a tall kid, goes up for the ball, comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Did he catch it, though?
He caught that ball.
Did they give him
came down,
Yep,
and
he did.
About 1 yard shy of the first down.
That's going to bring up another 4th down and short yardage to go here. PSJ North was all over the ball or the receiver that time. You're right. Villarreal has got some height, but they're bringing some new players in.
It looks like they're bringing in the beef team, the biggie guys. The big guys to come in and get that 1 yard.
Against the Eagle Pass, guess what? They did have a man in the backfield. They were so depleted that week, but I'm looking at the updated roster. He's not even on there. They used to have
Weslaco East.
They used to have a number 55, Joey, and he's not even on the team anymore. So we got, as you mentioned, timeout on the field with 5:27 to go in the first quarter here, and no score between Weslaco East and Far North. And as we mentioned, Joey, this is like starting over again. The non-district part is over. The practice games are over, so to speak.
That's like I said earlier, Terry. Most coaches kind of view the non-district season as a let's try things out type of season. Let's let's get our offense going. Let's try the new kids out, some of our sophomores and juniors that have shown some strength during practice, and let's see what they can do when the lights are on.
Yeah, now, like I said, everything is for real now. Every game you play, the next 8 games are for the playoffs.
But when you look at the way PSG North got beat against Donna and against Edcott Chelsea, I mean that's pretty bad.
That's two pretty. Yes, it was. But they played 2 real good teams though. I mean, Edcott Chelsea is rated number 1 in the Valley. Donna has got to be always considered a very respectable foe just because they're Donna.
So 4th and 1 now.
Here we go. Let's try it again. Ball at the 50-yard line. 4th down and 1. A pitch out coming wide. And does he get to the 50? He does.
Yes, he gets the first down.
Down to about the 48-yard line.
So Saul Guerra doing what he needed to do, getting around the corner, turning it up, and getting a little bit more than what he needed. But that is kind of scary there for a little bit, Terry. Pitch out, and he's got number 33 right on top of him. Turns the corner, and he gets that first down a little bit.
My question is he going to be the next in line of the 2,000-yard rushers at Weslaco East High School? They've had 3 or 4 of them already.
It's senior year, so you never know.
You're right, exactly. Well, here we go again. 1st down and 10. Rivas again out of the shotgun. Hand off to Cervantes. 40, 35, 30. There he goes. He's going to take it to the house. Alexis Cervantes. A long touchdown run from about the 46-yard line, Joey.
And Alex Cervantes doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Hit that hole that your offensive lineman gives you.
Just a straight handoff up the middle.
Nobody touching him.
No.
One guy touched him, and from there it was off to the races.
And once he got into the secondary, it was gone. And he just went straight up the gut and down the field. He went about 46 yards. And we've got our first score of the night. Weslaco East on the board here. And the try for extra point is up. And good. So with 4:39 to go, or 4:53 to go, my bad. 4:53 to go in the first quarter. It is now Weslaco East 7. And Far North, nothing.
Well, you got to love Coach Burgett. Trusting his offensive line, trusting his running backs, trusting his quarterback. 4th and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and a half yard, and both times went for it.
Is it, Joy?
4th and a half yard and 1, and then the 4th and 1 in the second one. I mean, just amazing to go for 2 4th down conversions and completing both of them to continue the drive, and then right after that 4th down conversion, Cervantes goes in for a touchdown. I mean, just amazing to trust your offensive line that way. But that's Coach Burgett. That's 100% Coach Burgett. That's his mark on his team.
Well, they kept running Saul Cuellar, and first time Alex Cervantes touched the football tonight, he scores a 46-yard touchdown run.
Well, it's kind of like you lull those linebackers to cheating to Saul Cuellar, and all of a sudden Cervantes takes it into the house.
Did a great job there. So just like that, what did I say? Was it 4:53? 4:53 to go in the first quarter, and
touchback.
Weslaco, that's good too.
Well, that's probably going to get them better field position than they had before. So, PSG North starting off at the 20-yard line. Last possession just tore themselves apart, along with the Wildcats really hitting them hard and stopping them on the last drive.
Well, the last drive I thought was punctuated by a lot of penalties. They really, North hurt themselves more than anything. Pitch out coming wide up to about the 30-yard line. That is their starting quarterback, number 15.
Well, 15 looks like he's a runner. He's a tall guy. He's actually taller than the number 7, the C.J. Barrena. Pitch out to him, and he tries to turn it up there. Good block by his running back. Got him a hole up the middle, and then he's turned it to the corner, using speed.
Well, like I said, the game that I watched on film, this young man was the quarterback for this
Clock
game.
operator, 4:45, please. 4:45.
Adding some time to the clock.
Yep.
It's been 2 weeks, Terry, since I've been in the friendly confines of Bobby Lackey Stadium. You miss our scoreboard, you miss our replays, you miss the guys.
We're spoiled. That's no doubt
exactly.
about that.
We're definitely. Definitely are.
Although I will say the facility at Eagle Pass was pretty nice. That's a brand. It's only, the stadium's only about 4 years old, but it was just a long trip up to the 35, just across the 41 yard line goes number 34 for.
That was number 21, Joey Estrada.
Is that what it is?
Number 21, Joey Estrada for PSG North.
You're right. I missed it.
And again, once again, you hear the Wildcats hitting them, just not wrapping up and bringing them down.
So back the starting quarterback, Barbarina, is all I can get with this guy. He's back in the game as a quarterback. Hand off again up the middle of 50 and over to the 50 to about the 47 yard line. And Far North is doing the same exact thing that Weslaco East is doing.
A great tackle by Ricky Almanes. That's exactly the way you bring down that big guy. Hit him low. It was roughly
no, Joey, it was 34 that time.
Yes, it was. Sure was.
Okay,
There.
34.
You were absolutely right.
34 is Carlos Leal. No, that's the wrong guy.
It's
34 is Escanami.
That's the other black and white team.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I got to get the right rosters here. Here we go in Wildcat territory at about the 47 yard line. Hand off again to the second man through, trying to get wide. 45 near the 40, and kind of ridden out of bounds that time was number 3, Joey Torres. Joey, it was kind of confusing last week because we had 2 Wildcats out of the field. Not only was Weslaco East a Wildcat, but so was Cal Allen.
Well, now you got 2 black teams to confuse you, Terry.
That's true. We got the black and white against the black and purple.
I'll give you a hint, Terry. We're the ones that don't say Raiders on their pants.
Yeah, that too. That too. We're also the strong. I don't think Far North is known as the strong side, east side, or whatever. Weslaco East, technically, their school colors are black and purple.
That's right.
And Far North is black and white. The Raiders, as they bring the ball to the 35 yard line, and they run. Like I said, we have attempted one pass. I believe it was caught by J.R. Villarreal.
That's exactly right.
They have not attempted a pass yet.
No, well, they're doing what they're known for, Terry. They're known for running the ball. Escanami is doing a great job up the middle. He's going to be their main workhorse tonight, I think, because he's going up the middle and being successful up there. Linebackers are the ones, and safeties are the ones that are actually getting them down.
Well, I look for number 3 to get a lot of handles tonight, Joey Torres. He's a junior running back on this squad. I look for him to also carry the ball. Boy, look at all the confusion going on now. And it forces him into a timeout. So the quarterback,
timeout.
C.J. Barbarina.
First timeout.
The offensive line moving all over the place. I didn't know if that was where they were supposed to be or they were confused. But Barbarina doing exactly what he was supposed to do. Call a timeout. Get everybody settled. And
3:21 left to go in quarter number 1. 7-0 the score. The Wildcats, the good guys from the home team, are ahead 7-0.
So sometimes good guys wear black.
Yes, they do. Yeah, they ride off into the sunset here. There's not a whole lot of sunset in the Rio Grande Valley. We're expecting
Ingrid. Is that what you're
Ingrid, yes.
Ingrid?
Yeah, I slipped one over your head before.
I
just thought you knew about Casablanca.
You forgot, Terry, that I was in school all day long. I didn't watch the news.
Okay. You better watch it. I might have a homework assignment for you.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Terry.
All right, here we go. Far North will try it again here. Barbarina. Oh, a little movement on the left side. I think there's going to be the yellow flags are coming out like it's
all over the place.
Like it's the 14th of June. You know what the 14th of June is, right?
I have no idea.
That is Flag Day.
Oh, that's Flag Day. Okay.
Joey, you know.
Dead ball. Ball start.
When you work with me, you're going to learn a lot of trivial stuff, you know.
Second down.
You retired from teaching, but not.
I was always good at trivial pursuits, so. Here we go.
Now I know what GAMs are. Before I started working with you, I didn't know what GAMs were.
Okay.
Remember that?
Right. All right, here we go. Ball at the 40-yard line. Barbarina looking things over, split. He's got 3 receivers to the top side of the field. He's going to go back and throw. Now he fires over the middle. Does he get his receiver or not? It looks like he does at about the
separation.
30. Oh, yeah.
Good separating hit from Ramiro Mendoza. Ramiro Mendoza, number 8, come back and the linebacker, coming out of his linebacker spot, and is nailing that receiver, making sure that he was going to separate him from the ball.
That's either 15 or 85 on the reception.
Mendoza and number 6 Gilbert Obina right there.
Right.
Just meeting him at the receiver.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the first pass of the night for Far North?
That's the first one for Far North.
And that was just a little quick opener. They had a passing formation out there. It is third down. It's still third down.
Hand off number 15.
Yep, little draw play, yep. And 15 is George Oliveras. Remember, this is the guy that came in as a quarterback before. Now he's a running back. So they've kind of moved his position around. Just a little like a draw play. And Oliveras.
And look at him spending for some extra yardage. He's a good runner.
Listen, we're going to have to see the East defenders this year. You know, last year they had a youngster named, I believe, Chris Belmaris. That was
right.
Real good.
Big number 10.
Yep, they've had some great defenders in the past. The ball at the 31-yard line for Far North in Wildcat territory as they move the fumbles and picks it up, and boy, the Wildcats are all over him.
They were going for a fourth down conversion, and Wildcats go all over them and get some extra yardage on that one. But
he didn't handle the snap from the center. He did get it back, but in on him real quick was number 90. Is that Ray Flores? Big number 90 for Weslaco East. Yep. And boy,
so not only a good drive that finished up, but the fourth down conversion for them didn't make it. Now Wildcat ball in very good field position.
Boy, here's a strange formation here as they come wide to the 35-yard line. Is that Cuellar again?
Saul Cuellar.
Okay, but the formation, you got to look at the formation. You see the quarterback about 5 yards back as center, and then he's got his 3 running backs surrounding him. Instead of like a straight T or some kind of formation where the quarterback is under center, this is Rivas 5 yards back in the middle of what you might call a cup.
Well, that's Jesse Trevino's offense as the offensive coordinator, along with
he's a new man.
He's a new guy out there. So.
But now look at the formation. Now it's just kind of a conventional I formation behind Rivas. Hand off to the first man through to the 41-yard line. Not much gain there.
Jesus Espinosa looks like it was number 23. Listed as a linebacker.
23 or 33?
33.
33 is Ryan Navarro, I believe.
My bad, like Terry likes to say. Ryan Navarro.
Yep, Ryan Navarro, who played earlier. He played a lot last year. Now he's playing this year a little. He'd been injured. He was one of those guys that was on the injured list that is back for tonight's game. Of course, you know his dad, right? Or stepdad?
Yep, power I formation for the Wildcats. And offsides for PSG North.
But what you've seen now
they're taking off.
Yep. He got through the first contact. Is this going to count or not? He took it to the house. That's going to
counter. What happens is the play didn't end.
They looked like a quarterback keeper, didn't it?
Well, what happens is when the defense goes offsides, the center snaps the ball.
It's like a free play.
Yeah, it's a free play now. So Rivas smartly got to the outside. Nobody was tackling him. Kept on going.
Offsides. Defense. Penalty decline. Touchdown.
Okay, you're right.
Right there. Rivas kept on going.
He almost got knocked down, but kept up to going. Then he got past everybody, and Far North kind of gave up on the play.
So a great play by Rivas. Being a smart guy that he is, getting that ball and going for the TD.
Let's get a number on that kicker. I believe it is number. Is it 29 or 28? Hector Martinez.
Hector Martinez.
Yeah, Hector Martinez, your kicker. And the snap back and the kick up. And it is good from here.
So a broken play ended up for a long touchdown for Rivas, and the Wildcats are getting on the board again.
So 1:35 to go here in this first quarter yet. And Weslaco East taking advantage of a couple of mistakes by Far North, and they lead 14-0. The first mistake, Joey, the play that really set it up was the last offensive play of Far North, where they mishandled a snap on fourth down and gave the ball up to Weslaco East. And then the first play from scrimmage for Weslaco East, or second play from scrimmage, they
scored.
They had an offside penalty, but kind of gave up on it. They just let Rivas get through, and then Rivas has got go to the house speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you could tell right there when he was being chased, he had that separation that he was getting towards as he's going towards that end zone.
So 14-0, Weslaco East has opened things up with 1:35 to go here in this first quarter.
And that's exactly what you teach your offensive center to do. Your center
right there, I guess he put his hand down to kind of hold his ground, but his knees never touched. And it was a free play, like I said, offside penalty. Somebody heard the call and just gave up, just stopped going, because there really was no pursuit on Rivas.
Just one guy, and that was it.
Yep. Well, that was only for about the first 10 or 15 yards. Here we go. We kick off again. Down to about the 5-yard line. Picked up there. Oh, a couple of their running back ran into each other.
Oh, big hit.
And then another fumble, and Weslaco East looks like they've got it back. Wow, that play was disaster all over the place. That's number 8 on the recovery for Weslaco East.
And Terry, I think Ryan Novato was the one that laid that hit and got that separation.
That Romero,
big number 33, if that was him, what a hit that separated the running back from the ball.
They ran into each other. Romero Mendoza, I believe, is the one that picked it up.
But right as he gets going, he finds a hole, and then all of a sudden,
we ran into Olivetis, the running back there.
Right there towards the end, right there.
Who got him? 15?
That's big 33, Ryan Novato.
Yeah, Ryan Navarro.
33, Ryan Novato, running back, laying a hit and separating the ball from the receiver.
My bad on the recovery. It was recovered by number 26, Derek. Is that Barone? Derek Barone, I believe. Anyway, Weslaco East is going to take over the football at about the 15-yard line with 1:20. That took 6 seconds off the clock. Rivas, handoff, 15-10. Oh, down he goes at about the 9-yard line, but so Cuellar. What I was going to bring up last time before we were interrupted by that score. three plays in a row. 3 plays in a row, Weslaco East ran the ball and had a different formation every single time.
That gives you something to think about right there.
Wow.
Broken play. I don't know exactly what they were thinking.
Get out of my way. Although that didn't cause the fumble, the collision between the two Raiders, but so far the Raiders have not looked like the Raiders. Let's put it that way.
Well, they look like a team that has a first-year coach they're not comfortable with their.
They're struggling.
Yeah, they're not in comfort zone by any.
Rivas, the running back or the quarterback, hands off to Cuellar up the middle again. Gets down to maybe the 5 or 6 yard line. So Cuellar on the run, and the first couple of plays from scrimmage has been kind of feel me out kind of things. As we're down to about 30 seconds to go, probably we have time for maybe one more play before the end of the quarter, which is on the student end of the field as far as Weslaco East is concerned, Joey.
Well, actually, it's not going to be in line with the play clock. So.
Well, I got 15 seconds on the game clock. That's the one I look at. And Rivas is under center this time. Ball at about the 6 yard line. Pitch out coming wide to the 10. Getting maybe to the 5 near the end. Oh, Cuellar is knocked down hard.
Touchdown, though.
Yeah, but he got into the end zone. So Cuellar, and there's 3 zeros on the board. So that's going to be the end of the quarter, although they will try the extra point from that. And that was a big touchdown because that was a gift.
Well, no, yeah, exactly right there. And you know what? That sends a message as well, Terry. That sends a huge message. We've scored 3 touchdowns in the first quarter on a team that beat us in the last few seconds of a game last year.
Well, let me tell you, he took one into the helmet. That could also be a penalty, I think. Here's Martinez on the kick. It's up and it is good. So with the time run out in the first quarter, it is the Weslaco East 21 and PSJA North 0. Okay, we go to the second quarter, Joey. First play of the second quarter will be a kickoff by Weslaco East. But 3 scores in that first quarter, 21-0, and they've rebounded nicely after that loss to Cal Allen, and that's another thing you always wonder about. How do you come back after such a devastating loss?
Well, after a broken play that kind of got the PSJ North fans and the players kind of off kilter a little bit. You can see it even messed them up a little bit when it comes to their kickoff return. And then right there, you cannot give enough props to big number 33, Ryan Novato, for a huge hit that caused that fumble.
Well, here we go to start the second quarter. Joey, you're getting your pen on. I thought you were going to be on the Madden machine. You know how John Madden,
telestrator out.
the telestrator. Yeah, we need it. We need. You think Julian will buy us a telestrator for this?
I don't know. Let's see what he can do. We like to ask Julian for different stuff. He doesn't give it to us, but we can ask him.
Right. So I was just mentioning, Joey, I watched the first 2 games of the year that the Wildcats. This is the first turnover I remember the whole season. Against the Eagle Pass, they did not force any turnovers, and certainly against Cal Allen, there were no turnovers. So they forced this turnover here, the fumble on the kickoff return.
You know what's funny, Terry, is that a lot of people say there's three parts to any game.
Right.
And then this time we actually saw it. We saw the 4th down stop by the Wildcats defense, and then the turnover on the special teams. That's exactly what you need.
Here we go, the ball at the 25-yard lines after the touchback here. Barberina, the quarterback, he's going to have to take himself, but he is thrown down and back for about a 5-yard loss. So
John Adame.
Adame, he's been tough all year now. There's a guy that's played well in all 3 of his games, John Adame. And the quarterback just can't get rid of him. And Adame says, "Okay, I'll show you how we do this out on the ranch, boy. We'll just bulldog you down here." So a 5-yard loss on the play should bring up about 2nd down and almost 15. Actually, they're going to give him 3-yard loss. And Barberina's going to throw. He's going to try to throw, but in his face is 2 of the Wildcats again. He's getting no time at all. On that play for Weslaco East, it was big number 84. That is Daniel Miavi. Is it Miavi?
Miavi, I think. That's what I would say.
Sounds like a color, Miavi. But boy,
look at him.
Yeah, in his face.
Fighting the
kind of a slap in the slap in the face almost. But another loss for PSJ North. They're back to the 16-yard line. They've lost 9 yards. It's 3rd down and about 19 to go here. They're going to throw a quick one out to the outside at the 20-yard line, 25, but he is way short of the 1st down.
Gets a little bit past the original line of scrimmage.
J.R. Villarreal is going both ways. He was playing defensive back that time.
But Daniel Vela doing a good job out there fighting off the block, trying to get the tackle, didn't get it, but you know what, slowed him down enough to stop the positive yards.
On the reception for Far North was a young man named Eric Lopez, number 12, but it's going to bring up 4th down and long. And again, the Weslaco East defense is really, they've come to play tonight. Weslaco East has.
Most definitely, Terry. 3 touchdowns in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
That sends a statement for sure. So timeout from Far.
You might want to mention also tonight, Weslaco High has the night off.
Yep.
So
a bye week for them.
Yep. Weslaco East tonight is going to play against Far North. Weslaco High is off. Next Friday is going to be Weslaco East night off. And Weslaco High will be playing on the road.
And that was one of the things, Terry, last year for Weslaco East, that right after that loss, they had a long couple of weeks to stir.
But Weslaco High has not had a home game this year.
Nope.
And I don't think they're home next week.
They're not going to be home.
So the first 3 games of the season are going to be on the road for the Panthers. As far as the Wildcats are concerned, their next game, I believe, is here.
Yeah, you talk about the last game that was here, Terry. That was Cal Allen. They went to Cal Allen last year,
right?
And just really proved to them that hey, we're something to be reckoned with. And then came back here and played at PSJ North, and lost that game. And that was really something that really stuck in their craw the whole year.
They're going to punt back at about the 16-yard line. Tommy Maldonado off his uniform. This might be a PSA North ball.
And that's exactly
it is,
right,
exactly.
PSA.
There's the first turnover for Weslaco East. Never actually caught the punt.
So this is something that's gonna could spark PSJ North right now. They're kind of shocked at 21-0, but right now this is something that could really shock them. So the defense needs to step up now, stop this momentum shift.
Well, if we could look at the replay, I don't think Maldonado ever caught the ball. It looked like it bounced right off his shin before he could get to it, and it must have went 10, 15 yards away from him.
Yeah, it was
Far North did a good job of jumping on the football. They've got it in Wildcat territory at the 42, so it is PSA North ball again. Hand off, no good. But the defense doing the same job they were doing before. They're just not letting them go.
Ray Flores.
It looks like they got a new quarterback.
Big 90 Ray Flores on the tackle
Right.
there.
On the carry for Far North was number 21, Joey Estrada. Looked like number 10, David Garza was the quarterback. You tell me.
No, number 7 still there, Terry. Well, he may have been in the last one. I didn't get to see who the quarterback was, but
I'll take
right
it.
now it's Barbarino.
Barbarino. That's John Travolta's name when he was
Barbarino.
Well, it's close. Just an O and
Vinny Barbarino.
Yeah, Vinny. Because we made this mention last year, I believe.
That's right.
Oh,
Big
up the
number
middle they
34.
go. And down he goes. Whoa.
Escanami.
And he got some big yardage that time as we look at some of the
Hey,
fans.
there's football Fred Alfaro.
Is that football Freddie in the stands
Yeah,
there?
right there.
That's your buddy.
He's doing kiss cam.
Is he?
Fred decided not to participate.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
Come on, Fred. I'm going to make sure I get after him.
Yeah, you better do that.
Next
Ball
time I have
at the
broadcast.
25-yard line, and that was a huge run by Far North, almost 19 yards on that play. As they come to the line of scrimmage, Barbarina hand off to number 3. Joey Toda's inside the 15 to the 10. And, boy, I'll tell you, right now, Far North, after that turnover, has really kind of got second life here.
Well, with Escanami up the middle and Joey Torres on the edges, that's going to be something that
Joey Toda's on the run that time.
That's what I'm saying. Joey Torres on the edges and Escanami up the middle. That's going to be something that's going to be very worrisome for the Wildcats.
Well, the ball is all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Actually, just a little bit outside the 10. So technically, they still could get a first down here. I would say 10.5 to 11. Barbarina again. Up the middle, and this time Escanami he didn't get much.
But he's a load, Terry. Look at how big that kid is.
But look who got him. Adami got him.
Yeah, he's a north and south kind of runner.
Boy, he just said, nope, you're not going to go any farther. And then it's finished the tackle there. It's going to bring up second down and 10. As the play comes in from the sideline, number 12, Eric Lopez brings the play in for the Raiders. Barbarina on a pitch out coming wide. That's Oliveras, and down he goes at about the 10 or 11-yard line.
A big hit by J.R. Villarreal, number 11 out there.
Yeah, he's playing both ways. Villarreal, he's one of their top receivers, but he's not getting a lot of work tonight at receiver because they're not throwing the ball that much. But Oliveras got spun around. Like I said, he played his first 2 games this year as the quarterback of this team. Now he's getting kind of an education out there as a runner. But it's going to be third down, Joey. And do they mark the ball just inside the 10? I would say they got about 3rd and 9 to go. They need to get to about the half-yard line for a first down.
We got a new quarterback coming in. That's number 10.
That's the guy I was talking about. Yep.
As David Garza, the sophomore.
I said he was out there.
Yeah, you weren't seeing things, Terry.
I'm not as sharp as I used to be, but there's times, Joe. I have my moments.
You know the difference between 10 and 7.
Right. Yep. Anyway, he's going to take off and run, and he's not going to get much. He was tripped up. Finishing out the tackle was number 24 for Weslaco East, but he's not the man who started the tackle.
The Wildcats not being fooled at all right there.
Is that Adami who got a hand on him? Yep. Adami kind of took it. Yeah, he kind of got him going toward the ground, and then number 24, Jesse Segura, finished it off. But it's 4th down and about 9. They might be going for a field goal here.
Yeah, they are.
Because they can't hardly move the football.
And right now, they need to get some points on for at least for
we
them
got some
turnover.
We got some pink shoes out there. It looks like 2 traffic cones. As there's the kick is on the way. Is it up? It's up. Is it good though? It is. Good. So with 7:23 to go in the second quarter, the Far North Raiders get on the board and they trail 21-3. All of that after the turnover on the punt return by Weslaco East. But I want to tell you, the defense did a great job holding him to that.
Well, and that's all you want, Terry,
from
your offense or from your defense or your special teams. You get a turnover, at least score some points. Get something going for us. Right now, they're on the board. At least they can say, look, this is where we're going forward. Now let's score some more points. Let's get a turnover again. For PSJ North, they're looking for anything positive right now. And, scoring 10 points in 2 games, it's not a good thing for PSJ North.
No,
right now, Wildcats need to get this ball, take a long drive in this half with a score. That would be ideal.
Yeah, with 7:23 to go, I'm trying to remember. how the ball game started. I believe it was Weslaco East kicking off to far north.
That's exactly right.
Okay,
so
so
to a 2-for-1 situation if they can score right now.
So the situation probably is this. They will get the ball to start the second half. They being Weslaco East. We got some fans in the stands there. That's a familiar face, isn't it? That looks like Mr. Davila.
That is sure, Mr. Davila.
Yeah. You're watching the Wildcats play here tonight. The kickoff coming down to about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line. Is that Maldonado up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, trying to cut up. And he might have got to the 36-yard line, but Tommy Maldonado trying to put a little bit of a move on there.
He's definitely trying to make up for that fumble.
Yeah. That's something that, he never got the ball on that punt.
Hit him on the shin, like you said, and it just bounced off in a weird way. Had no way of getting that ball.
Well, the ball is at the 36-yard line as we look at the fan cam here tonight. I see Rick is enjoying the action too. You know Rick?
Oh yeah, he likes the Gangnam Style.
That's fuzzy. All right, here we go. We've got 3 men in the backfield along with the quarterback. And a handoff to the first man trying to get wide behind the blocker.
Rivas on the side.
Oh, my bad. And Rivas up to about the, I missed that play completely, Joey.
Well, what a great ball fake by Rivas. Everybody thought, everybody thought it was going to come to the near side.
Exactly.
Rivas had a handoff, and just a great ball fake by him right there. Look at that.
Yeah, he
Beautiful
did.
Ball fake.
He faked me out, and he faked a lot of people because we were watching the ball coming around to the left side, and Rivas got it up to about midfield before he kind of got hog-tied down. Actually got into Raider territory at about the 49-yard line. So you're right, a great deceptive play by Darren Rivas, the quarterback for this squad.
Well, showing that he can run and throw the ball, but now he can ball fake. That's a weapon right there again. Another ball fake.
Yep, I caught that ball fake, but the first one completely miffed me.
You thought he was coming to the near side.
Yeah, I did. But that is the formation I'm talking about. It's you got all four running backs together.
Yeah, you got Rivas in a shotgun formation. Two running backs.
You know what I call it?
Side of him.
I call it a to play 5 yards back instead of at the line of scrimmage, like a wishbone.
Yeah, it's a reverse wishbone. Almost.
Yeah, it is. In the same formation again. This time though, he hands off.
Cervantes.
40. And Cervantes went the last 10 yards on that run, just kind of with his helmet down. We got a flag down, and it might be a holding penalty.
And Cervantes trying to hold on.
Yeah, Cervantes might be hurt. We hope he's all right. But look, watch that last 10 yards. As he got to about the 40-yard line, he had his head down, and he was his momentum just kind of carried him there. Right about there. He's going about 10 yards just with his head down, just trying to keep his balance.
That looks like PSJ North. Yeah, on the end of that run, Terry.
15 yards from the run.
Personal foul.
First down.
You're right. Good call, Joey. But you noticed as I did, the last part of that run, he was tripped up at about the 40. That's good balance to go.
Trying to get his balance.
He got 10 more yards on it, just kind of hanging on. I'm not sure what you call it like that, but anyway, said and done, we're at the 15-yard line of the Raiders here.
And power I formation.
Yep, different formation. First down and 10. Power I to the left. Hand off to the second man through. That's Cuellar. Nope, we got a stoppage of play already.
Penalty flags. The side. So illegal procedure on the Wildcats.
5:54 to go here in this second quarter. But the Wildcats.
Dead ball. False start.
The Wildcats have dominated the ball game.
5 yards. First down.
We've got.
Even on special teams, Terry.
I want to tell you, this is new too, Joe. We have two stat men tonight. We got our buddy Damien from last year keeping stats, and taking over for Woody Howell is Pete Aguilar, who's down there keeping stats for Weslaco East as well, and we'll get those at halftime. Handoff, Cuellar, and he got down to maybe the 14 or 13-yard line.
Well, Damien's one of those kids that you taught, Terry, this year.
Yep. Well, I taught him.
You taught him last year how to do the stats.
Yeah. He's helping us out again this year. He didn't make the trip up to Eagle Pass, but he did go with us last year with Cal Allen.
Well, when Woody Howell retired, Pete needed somebody to help him out.
But Damien is going to be a big businessman someday. He told me he's going to get his degree in business.
Well, he's a smart kid. He can.
I know he is. I trained him.
He's one of my students.
Well, I trained you too. So anyway, we're at about the 17-yard line. This time, 2 men in the backfield along with Rivas. Hands off to Cuellar.
Oh, he's going to keep it.
Oh, he's going to keep it. You're right again. Boy, I'll tell you, I'm missing the handoffs.
Wow.
He's down inside. That's some hard running by the quarterback.
Well, for a quarterback to run that way, pump his legs and keep on going and getting at least 6 yards on that carry. But look at that. What a great ball fake.
He gave it the ball to Cuellar.
And then look at that, Terry. Right there, he gets hit. Keeps on going, spins out. His shirt's being pulled. Keeps on running, pumping his legs, getting positive yards. Has 3 guys on top of him and still getting yarded.
The other thing about that play is Cuellar ran out the fake. In other words, he didn't just get once he didn't get the ball. He kept going like he had it.
And you're right. It has to be a full group. Somebody's got to play the part, and he played the part well along with Rivas' ball fake.
Rivas is back there. Looks like he's got Ryan Navarro and Saul Cuellar, but we got timeout.
Wildcats.
With 4:31 to go in the second quarter,
First
Wildcats won. This is a big touchdown. If they can get this before halftime, there's not that much time left. Weslaco East would extend the lead. Right now it is, 21-3?
21-3.
21-3.
Wow. Did you think that, Terry, coming into this game?
No. The paper had a 28-10. I thought, well, what are they basing this on?
Well, PSJ North
But
at halftime against Edcouch Chelsea was at 34-3.
Well, the game against Donna, the very first 3-4 minutes of the ball game, they were leading Donna 7-0. But after that, the Redskins just kind of blew them off the field, and they lost 32-7. Last week it was 49 to something.
It was 47-3.
47-3 against Edcouch Chelsea.
So we're talking maybe PSJ North is just not a second half team.
That could be. That could be.
They get dominated.
But even the 3 points they got after the blown punt return, where they remember about 3 or 4 plays in a row, they got good yardage.
Yeah.
And then they kind of shot themselves in the foot, and they've done that all night long. The one turnover hurt them obviously, but they've had a bunch of penalties tonight, Joey, that have hurt them a little bit.
3rd and 5 power I formation.
A pitch out coming wide to the 10-yard line and to the corner. That Selton Cuellar says, I'm not going to be denied. I'll take the end zone. So with 4:25 left to go in halftime, Saul Cuellar takes it the last 11 yards or so.
So Saul Cuellar definitely nice pitch out. Looking to get to the corner.
Watch the determination.
Right there.
Yeah, watch the determination of that young man. He says, get out of my way. I'm going into the end zone.
And you know what? Not being touched that's something to say about your offensive line. Talks about the scheme of the offensive coordinator, and also talks about your running backs blocking for you. It's important. All that's important.
Hector Martinez is going to try the extra point here, and ball is down. The kick is on the way. It looks good from here. It is. So with 4:25 left to go at halftime, Weslaco East leads by a score of 28-3 over the Far North Raiders. And
the flag crew getting the workout tonight with 28 points in this first half, and doesn't look like the PSJ North's going to stop anytime soon.
When was it in the old days they used to do a push-up, one push-up for every point?
That was, I think, does the Aggies do that?
Yeah, I think that was one of those. Yeah, the Texas A&M Aggies.
I know Texas Tech.
Well, that's a big game coming tomorrow, isn't it? Johnny football against Alabama. And aren't they the only team that beat Alabama last year?
Yep. And so Alabama coming to College Station Saturday.
You got tickets for that?
I wish. That'd be great.
Yep. I've never been there. Have you been up to
I've never been
College
to
Station?
College Station.
I've been by the exit that goes to College Station.
That's as close as you've gotten, Terry.
Yep. I went by and waved at him and said, hello, Aggies. Here we go. Cuellar coming around that corner. Look at Rivas almost leading the way. He didn't block anybody, but Cuellar's got that breakaway speed too. But I got to say that having healthy bodies back makes a big difference. And the Wildcats, you knew that they weren't gonna lose 2 in a row. I don't. When was the last time the Wildcats lost 2 in a row? It's been a few years.
It's been a few years, and I know Coach Burgett is going to keep that tradition up. I mean, that's one thing that he's going to be telling the kids. Tradition is something we need to keep up. This is a winning tradition, is what Wildcat football is all about.
All right, here we go. We're going to kick it off. Is that Martinez again? Yep, I believe so.
That's big 31 now. That's Martin Silva.
Okay, down to about the 8-yard
Ball's
line.
loose.
And here come the Wildcats all over the ball handler. This time it's number 9 that's carrying the ball.
Well, that ball bounced right in front of number 9. It was a loose
Sammy
ball.
Lopez.
He
Sammy
got
Lopez.
lucky. He got lucky. He went out of bounds because the Wildcats were all over that ball.
You're right, Joey. For one time, you're right.
For one time.
31, Martin Silva. Coach Burgett letting some different guys kick the football off.
But look at that ball was dangerously in front of him.
Well, they've had problems on the kickoff returns, haven't they?
Yeah.
Remember the last time they had it, they ran into each other. Sammy Lopez ran into Olivetis.
Sammy Lopez again. Once again, having problems with the ball.
Excuse me. Here we go. Barbarina.
Fumble.
And another fumble. And this time the Wildcats all over. They're struggling. I mean, I feel bad for Far North. They've had tradition. Bush spent a lot of time. Is it Bruce Bush? Was their coach?
Yeah, he had the slot T offense last year, and that was something.
Well, you know who also coached at Far North was Tony V.
That's exactly right.
And so Far North is a relatively new school, and they've had a good
Dead ball. Disconcerting signals on defense. Number 8. 5 yards.
But they've had
First down.
a good football tradition at Far North.
So against the Wildcats,
I don't know what was the penalty call. I didn't understand the call.
I didn't get to hear that either. But there was something wrong. The defense had done something.
Well, anyway, the ball is at the 15-yard line, and Far North is going to try to do something with it.
So 1st and 5 for the Raiders.
C.J. Barbarina. Not Barbarino.
Barbarina.
I want to.
You can show me that song later.
No,
on.
I was going to do the song. No, it was Barbaran. That was a Beach Boys song. Here we go. Handoff.
Who wants to the outside?
Yep, coming wide and no go that time. That is number 3, Joey Todas.
Wildcats all over it. They're not going to let the running backs for PSG North hit the corners. And right now they're aware of Joey Torres. They know they got to tackle him, and they got to make sure that he doesn't get around that corner.
This is, I'll tell you what, the other big difference is these are not Cal Allen Wildcats running the football. This is Far North. Last week they were Weslaco East was dominant like I hadn't seen in years by the Wildcats from up north. But tonight they are doing the dominating tonight. They being the Wildcats. Right up the middle, got a few yards, but that was about it. The hole closed up very quickly that time.
That was number 15, George Olivares, on the carry there.
But Urbina on the stop along with number 8 for Weslaco East, Ramiro Mendoza.
Rain coming down.
The linebackers. Yeah. I was wondering if it was going to rain tonight.
Umbrellas coming out, so that way, us that are indoors know that the rain's coming down.
It was actually when I came into the ballpark tonight about 6 o'clock. It was really nice out. It was just a little bit of sun, not too much one, but it wasn't real hot like it usually is this time of year, and it was actually pretty nice, even though it rained a lot today. Handoff. Who's got? Reverse this time. And up
He's
to
got
the
nothing
25,
but white space.
30-yard line, and J.R. Villarreal says, now wrap you up, take you out, up to almost midfield, but a big play that time for the Raiders.
That was Sammy Lopez coming on the backs.